right, so are you ready?
I am.
Okay, let me grab it. Come on up. Let's step over to the end of that gray table. Take your full name for the judge.
Hi,
Hi there.
Anne Marie Steele.
What is your last name again?
Steele. They have Brandville on there, but I go by Steele. It was my
What?
maiden name.
Okay, was your last name ever Brandville?
Yes.
Okay. And all right, you have no local charges. There is only a fugitive warrant that is out of the 10th Judicial District Court in Minnesota. And
Yeah.
I want to explain to you your extradition rights here. You have been arrested as a result of an outstanding warrant for your arrest issued by the county of, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, you probably know it better, but
The Chisago.
Chisago, okay, thank you. And in the state of Minnesota for the criminal charges offense of failure to register as a predatory offender. The above state has asked that you be returned to the state to answer for the criminal charges which are pending. You have the following rights. Number one, you have the right to be represented by an attorney of your choosing at your expense. Since the issue of extradition is a civil matter and has no bearing as to your guilt or innocence on the criminal charge, this court cannot appoint a lawyer to represent you. Number two, you have the right, before you are returned to the above state, to require the governor of this state to issue a warrant of extradition, which will result in you being returned to the state where the criminal charges are pending pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 13, 3847, and 3848. You will be turned over to the state for extradition if the governor issues this warrant. If you cannot post bail in the amount set by this court and the warrant has not been served upon you within 90 days from today, you will receive a copy of the fugitive complaint. If you wish to present evidence that you are not a fugitive from justice, the judge of that court will set the matter for a hearing. Number three, you have the right to bail during these proceedings while awaiting the issuance of a governor's warrant of extradition, unless the offense that you are charged with is a capital offense where the proof is evident or the presumption is great. Once the governor's warrant is issued, you lose the right to bail. If you are not in custody when the governor's warrant is issued, then you will be reinstated and taken before a judge of the Superior Court. If you cannot pay the bail amount that is set, then you will remain in custody until the governor's warrant is issued, which could take 3 months to occur. Number four, you have the right to test the legality of your incarceration in this state by filing a writ of habeas corpus in the Superior Court of Arizona. Again, you may hire a lawyer at your expense to assist you in filing the writ, but this court cannot appoint an attorney for you. Should you choose to, you may bypass this formal extradition process by signing a waiver of extradition. The waiver only means that you do not wish to fight your return to the state. It has nothing to do with your guilt or innocence as to the criminal charges. If you do not sign the waiver, then you are giving up the rights that you have been explained to you. You will still receive a copy of the fugitive complaint. Though once it is filed after you signed this waiver, the above state will be notified to come and return you to the state. This will occur within a reasonable period of time from when you sign the waiver, and you will be held in custody without bond until the return to the other state. If the authorities from the above state do not come and get you within a reasonable period of time, then you may file in the Superior Court a petition, a writ of habeas corpus, to seek your release. If you have local charges pending against you presently, then you are not to be returned to the other state if you sign the waiver until the local charges are disposed of, which there are none. Do you understand the rights that I've explained to you?
No, I really don't understand it, I guess. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I,
I'll try to explain it to you outside of this. So the governor is required to get an extradition warrant for you if you don't sign the waivers that are presented in front of you. So that would take a process to do that and up to a 3-month period. Okay. Or you can bypass that to have this occur quicker and sooner. And then we'll note if you sign those waivers, then we'll notify the jurisdiction that is coming to get you that you sign the waivers and that you're ready for pickup, and they'll start the pickup process right away. So that's the differences.
can I just explain something to you, Your Honor?
You, as long as it's not dealing with the details of the case and information, because I don't want you to self-incriminate. We are on recording here, so I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I'm assisting you and protecting your rights.
Okay. Well, I just want to say, okay, I don't care about my rights or whatever, but when I went through all this stuff, I passed 2 polygraph tests, Your Honor, and they told me that all charges in this state would be dropped. In that state of Minnesota, they lied to me.
Okay.
I was pregnant. I had a baby at the time. They talked me into taking the Alford plea. I had never done anything wrong in my life, and I have a baby. I had a baby, and they said, well, if you take this plea, you keep your baby. Now, if I was such a sex offender, why would they let me keep my child?
Ma'am, I have no idea of the case details. Alls we have, the state of Arizona, is a warrant for your arrest that is extraditable to another state. I don't have any of that information. That information that you provided is details of the case. And this court, the state of Arizona, we don't have any idea on any of that. Alls we have is a warrant that they want to pick you up and bring you back. And there's one of 2 ways that's going to happen: is either you waive the extradition process that was explained to you by signing the waivers, or you don't sign the waivers and we make the governor of this state do it, and it could take up to a 3-month period.
Okay. So if I sign the waiver, then
If you sign the waivers, then we'll notify that agency that has the warrant for you that you've signed the waivers and that you're ready for pickup. So they'll start making arrangements to get that transport on the way.
all right.
Well, is that what you wish to do?
I have to stay in here regardless, right?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that. Might as well get it done and over with quick then.
Okay, so there should be waivers in front of you to be ready to be signed.
Judge, is that sufficient for viewing?
It is. It kind of has the blurry background, but I think once you start signing it, it'll clear up.
Okay. So you need to print your name on the top line, or excuse me, sign on the top line and print on the second line.
Okay, I'm signing my Ann Steele because that's what I go by.
Well, what's your legal name, ma'am?
Ann Steele.
Okay, was your legal name?
That's what my ID. That's what Minnesota. Used to be a Brandville. I'm not a Brandville anymore.
Okay.
I'm Steele. I went back to my maiden name.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so I can sign my maiden name then.
You can.
Okay, thank you. Right here, I sign.
Yes.
Print.
Print.
Okay.
We got to do this 3 times. Okay.
Really hard to start with these things.
Okay. Judge, all 3 have been signed at this time.
Okay, sounds good. You'll just bring those over later?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, do you have any questions at all?
No, not really.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
You going back?